Hi everyone, I am James Barron, and this is my extemporaneous speech, Understanding the Philippine Government System. In the wake of every election, every crisis, and every major political decision, one question always hangs in the air. Is our Philippine government system stable? We often look at the sheer power of the presidency and wonder if our democracy is truly balanced. The Philippines operates under a unitary, presidential, and representative democratic republic structured closely on the American model. To understand our country's path, we must understand this system. So today, I'll explain the three co-equal branches of the Philippine government and show how the essential system of checks and balances is meant to ensure no single office becomes so powerful. The executive branch, power and responsibility. First, we have the executive branch, headed by the president and the vice president. The president is both the head of state and the head of government, elected for a single 6-year term. This single term limit set in the 1987 Constitution is critical. Why is this branch so powerful? The president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, wields the powerful veto over laws, and holds significant appointment authority, including all cabinet members and the justices of the Supreme Court. This extensive power is a legacy of our need for strong central leadership. But if the president is that powerful, who keeps them in check? That's the job of the legislative branch. The legislative branch, the people's voice. The second branch is the legislative branch, or the Congress, which is bicameral. We have the Senate and the House Representatives. They are the primary lawmaking body of the Republic. Congress's main functions are to enact, repeal, and amend laws, and to approve the national budget, giving them the crucial power of the purse. But their most potent check is the executive is their oversight function. For instance, the Senate must concur with any major treaty signed by the President. More importantly, the House can impeach the President or Supreme Court justices. And the Senate then serves as a trial court. This is a very direct way to enforce accountability. The judicial branch, the ultimate check. This brings us to the third and final guardian of the Constitution, the judiciary. The third branch is the judicial branch, led by the Supreme Court and all lower courts. Their role is to interpret laws and administer justice. The Supreme Court's greatest power is judicial review. This allows it to declare any law passed by Congress or any action taken by the President to be unconstitutional and therefore void. It is the ultimate check ensuring both the executive and legislative branches stay within the bounds of the Constitution. For example, the Supreme Court has the authority to review the factual basis for the President's declaration of martial law, providing a critical safety net against authoritarian overreach. So what does this all mean for us? The Philippine government is deliberately built upon three co-equal branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial. Through the essential system of checks and balances, veto, power, impeachment, and judicial review, each branch is intended to limit the others. This design is our constitutional safeguard against tyranny and over-concentration of power. Ultimately, the stability of the system doesn't rely on the president alone. It relies on the integrity of Congress, the independence of the Supreme Court, and most importantly, the vigilance of the Filipino people. Thank you.